Welcome on board, Mr. MS Unnikrishnan, MD and CEO at Thermax. Lots to chat about with him. Mr. Unnikrishnan, hi, morning. Good to have you on the show as always.
Thank you, Aisha.
Great. According to some reports, Mr. Unnikrishnan, the Environment Ministry apparently is likely to grant relaxations on installation of emission control equipments to coal-based power plants. I'm guessing this would adversely impact your business, wouldn't it?
Certainly, because the FGD business, which is picking up after a long time, the relaxation which is being asked by the power industry, if granted in totality, will delay the execution process of the current orders, and more importantly for the future orders which were expected to be coming in. Now, it will not be impacting a company like Thermax in a big way because we only had picked up two orders that were not very large orders, medium-sized orders of 400 crore and 800 crore, 900 crore worth of orders under execution. But thankfully, they are going on well. One is a private industry, Tata Power is executing the order. And DVC also, they have already got the term sheet signed for the funding. So both these projects will go through. So we are not impacted for the existing orders. But the anticipation in a dry market to get more orders of FGD may have a negative impact if the government were to give it. But what I understand is that they are not going to be telling you don't have to install. It is only a time frame which they are going to be talking about. Maybe a moratorium of 1 year is what is currently spoken for those people who are not taken any action. And NTPC is not delaying it. So we are more aiming at NTPC kind of orders, not the state electricity boards who may be in need of that because they don't have money available. So in that count, Thermax per se may not have a major impact, but the industry certainly will have an impact on that.
Okay, fair point. But tell me, after order inflows already halving in the June quarter to about 610 crore rupees, what's the situation on ground now? Are at least inquiries picking up? Do you hope to have a bigger order flow size than what was incurred during the lockdown months?
Yeah, because April was dry, May started off, June doubled. That is why that 610 has happened. It's predominantly done in the month of June. July was better than June. August, we are almost through with the month. There is an improvement in the ordering, but not the larger projects. So we can't expect it to be near to a pre-COVID level even in the current quarter. I would imagine there is a pickup of economic activity across the country and across the globe. I'm very clear about the fact. We are seeing the consumption picking up. Certain types of industries have started concluding orders. Very happy to report you that food and food processing, drug, pharma, expansion programs, they have, which was put on hold. All of them are now back to square one. They are all concluding orders. I've had orders concluded in the months of July, August also from this industry. Beverages industries started placing. Because all of them are looking at, there is a vaccine almost closer. By beginning of next year, we'll have vaccine available. And we should be able to have reach across the world. Unlike what many people expected, there are at least maybe 20 to 30 companies who will have a good enough vaccine available by the end of Q4 of the current year, which means it's not one company going to be dictating terms. So it will be available across the globe. So the pandemic-related issues, medical issues will get over in maybe 24 months down the line. The economic impact may continue for a year down the line. But capital goods is something which will take anywhere. If you place an order today for something, the minimum period that you will take to complete the full project is 18 months, for example. There's nothing going to happen overnight. So the capacities are going to get created for a little longish period. So I am expecting things to start picking up, not too negative the way it used to be. See, in the end of Q4 last year, month of March, April and May, I want to be admitting all of us were unaware of how things are going to be panning out. If you were to ask me currently, I would say that things aren't as bad. We only need to navigate through the tough waters, knowing fully well there's a shore on the other side, and you will reach there. That's the reality at the ground level.
Will the delay in private capital expenditure recovery also weigh in the order inflows when you're looking at the fiscal year 2021? What's the kind of outlook there on the order book going forward?
Frankly speaking, all the orders that we reported so far and what we'll be reporting for, in the next 1 or 2 quarters are going to be private investment only. Surprising. I mean, not that, see, if we were only dependent upon one sector or one segment, then we would have been totally troubled. There are segments where already things are picking up. I would say 1/3 of the main economic area is already this pickup level already. I mean, pickup means it's from nil, it has started moving upwards. Most of the companies, barring automobile industry, tourism industry, construction industry, most of them are currently running at maybe a 50 to 60% capacity utilization from pre-COVID days. And the labor issue that all of us are worried about beyond the level, migrant labor, well, things have started improving. We've got many of them returning back. I mean, of course, there are a lot more of corrective action that needs to be taken by the SME sector, which they are being helped also by larger companies like us. So the labor issue which we anticipated, we want to, people are told to do the work, it is not going to be remaining the same. Yeah, the pickup from 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 in capacity utilization will need to have a lot more corrections done in the consumption pattern. See, all of us who are working at home, including all of you, consumption has come down to bare minimum. So the next level of comfort spending, that beyond the food, shelter, clothing, beyond that, the comfort spending, luxury spending will take a longer period of time to happen. So unless the consumption picks up to the pre-COVID levels, we will not be able to see the order pickup rates for even companies like us the way it happened earlier. But it is not that it is absolutely dry. However, the government projects, though spoken a lot about, is not started picking up. The declaration is there that we are going to be starting so many projects, and I have to be honest about that. There aren't too many tenders which have come out in the market in many of the areas in the public spending area. And I don't blame them. They don't have, there are blueprint ready, though many of them are spoken about. In my opinion, government should start leading that public spending, and things will start picking also from the private end towards possibly the Q4 or next year beginning only. In the meantime, there are small ticket size orders happening in various sectors as well. Chemicals is an industry, not the core, the large heavy chemical side. Regular chemical side, I've seen many orders happening in the month of July and August. But the projects are only expansion projects for maybe 300 to 400 crores. That I may get an order with maybe a couple of crores. In the food processing industry, there are orders already happening in the country. So, and pharma, of course, are doing quite well. Many of them are thinking of expanding also because the awareness related to wellness and health is improving a lot in that area.
Okay, fair enough. Any updates as well on the the German subsidiary boilermaker Danstroker? Any commencement or update on Indonesian operations? At what levels they're operating currently?
Yeah, see, the European operations thankfully was never shut down, even during the worst of the time. Albeit they were running at a very low capacity utilization, but it is now picked up, and happy to say that. In fact, in the Q1, there is one of the, though Thermax at the bottom line was negative, my Danstroker subsidiary was positive for a change. Last year they were in loss, but in the first quarter of the current year, they were break-even and above. Currently, they are running at around 55 to 60% loading factor. Inquiries are okay. I mean, at least there is a revival of inquiries coming back. Conclusions happening, but not to the extent that I would be happy about. German subsidiary has done well. I mean, there's nothing substantial to talk about. They have been positive last year. They are positive in the Q1, and they'll be a profit-making entity in the current year. Indonesia also, it's a little better than India, let me say that. There are orders getting concluded. That country doesn't seem to be unduly impacted in the sentiments. Though, I mean,
apologies, Mr. Unnikrishnan. I have to come in here. Right. Mr. Unnikrishnan, apologies, I have to interrupt you. Thank you for taking time out and joining in. Would have liked to talk more, but the RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das is speaking.